Hello, this is Daryl Whitman, and you're watching Destination WVF TV. Hello, I'm Daryl Whitman with Destination WVF TV. Thank you for joining. In today's cruise news, Norwegian Cruise Line drops their testing requirement for select sailings beginning August 1st, 2022. Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings, of course, includes Norwegian Cruise Lines, Regent, Seven Seas Cruise Lines, and Oceania Cruise Lines. Exception to this testing requirement are the United States, Greece, Canada, and Bermuda. You'll still need to test negative before sailing on Norwegian in those countries. In Europe, Viking Cruises has also dropped their testing requirement on all but 2 of their ships sailing out of Europe. Testing is controversial in the United States, of course, and you have people on both sides of the aisle. There's one camp that likes the testing requirement, and then there's another camp that says, I can't stand it, I hate it. And there are points to be made on both sides. You know, the camp that likes it says it's nice to know that when you're cruising that everybody on board theoretically has tested negative prior to boarding and or has been vaccinated. But in the other camp that doesn't like it says it doesn't matter whether you've been vaccinated, whether you tested negative or not. That still isn't a 100% guarantee that you won't get COVID on the ship. So there's points to be made on both sides. However you fall is however you fall. Whatever you like is what you like. Whatever you don't like is what you don't like. But the fact of the matter is that in the U.S. right now, we have to be tested, and in most cases, if not all, we have to be vaccinated before we can cruise. So in that respect, it is what it is until it changes. And that's the question. How much longer will testing be required on sailings out of the United States? Well, how long? Not long. Generally, the U.S. follows the trends coming out of Europe. Even though it may take a minute or two, it generally gets here. How long? Not long. People want to cruise like they did pre-pandemic and without restriction. How long? Not long. COVID testing is a hassle and it can be costly. And I'm tired of it, and I'm sure you are too. How long? Not long. That's my true belief. It won't be long before the required testing, COVID testing, is over with in the United States. So hang on a little while longer. It'll be okay after a while. This is Daryl Whitman. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next episode of Destination WVF TV.